Hey, Shalom, Yeshua. I want to start as always by giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors, apostle GMS, and honest two brothers doing the work in truth, war, sincerity. Netanyahu threatened Israel at loan against Iran and Syria. Right, so this is Marty News. Says Israel will stop at nothing to contain Iran, even if it has to act alone. Right, and you can see that why that would act out and the way it would act out. And also, first things first, it's written in the prophecies, man. It's written in the scriptures that these things will happen, right? So I'll go into this while it's still, just load that up as well. What is it? Yeah, can. And I'll show you why this is a fulfillment of prophecy. And same day, another one says Israel ready to share intelligence on Iran with Saudi Arabia. IDF chief Israeli defense force or something like that. So yeah, there's drums of war being beaten. This is good times. Like we see this, and it was beautiful because when I was posting, I mean, it's just beautiful, man. You seeing all these things. You see, look, man, we're almost out of this bitch. We're almost out of this kingdom. When it's the worst time to be falling out because literally it's sooner than when we believed, man. Right? So Jeremiah 49:20 says, "Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that He taketh against Edom." Right, Edom being the so-called white man, right? And wherever basically what he set up. So America, Israel's going to get destroyed. London's going to get destroyed, right? So when you read Second Ezra, it talks about the pride of their cities, right? It says, and his purpose is that he hath purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And that's talking about these gutter-ass Jews over there, the ones that have stolen our identity, the ones that will, that walk around, trying to claim that they're us with no flavor, no soul. Yeah, you got Jake amongst them, but for the most part, man, he's some fucking Amalekites, man. Amalek being the chief house of Edom, right? And this here is, the apostles were saying it a long time ago, man. Apostle broke it down. Hey, man, it's talking about them gutter-rats, man. They're gonna do something stupid, man. You know, basically pull the what you call it? Pull America into a war, right? Since Ezekiel 33:33 says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall it know that a prophet hath been among them, right? So basically saying, when these prophecies come to pass, and here's the thing, lo, it will come, and just on that point, Isaiah 55:11 says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Basically, the Lord saying, look, man, if I've said it's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? Which is what it's saying here, lo, it will come, right? So it's saying, and when these cometh to pass, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So when these scriptures, when these prophecies are being fulfilled, right, then you're going to start having, oh shit, hey, maybe the apostle GMS are right. Hey, maybe Nate is full of shit. You've been having all of the things about the mark of the beast coming up. There's another prophecy here that's coming to pass as well, right? But Israel doing something stupid, wherein drawing, these countries out. And why is it stupid hitting Iran? Because yeah, they might have, it is commonly believed they have nukes, right? So why is it stupid for Israel to hit Iran? Because of this, right? It's Ezekiel 38. From the top says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, right? So that's now inhabited by those so-called Russians, man. Who are Edomites themselves. Yeah, you have Jake amongst them, right? I believe. Actually, I don't remember that too well, so I won't say that. But it says, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. It says, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I'm against thee. Right now, they're saying I'm against, because like I said, Russians are Edomites too. It says, O Gog, right, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I'll bring thee forth, and all thine army and horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers, shields, all of them handling swords. Right, so basically, bring all of your military might, take it all, right? Put hooks in thy jaw, because right, after the fall of the Soviet Union, man, they kind of, went into the background. America just got dominance all over the entire world, right? But basically said put hooks in it. We'll go back into that superpower wanting state that Russia used to have, those desires that they used to have, right? It says Persia. And what's Persia? Persia is Iran. Right, the name was only changed, I think, early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Iran's a relatively new name, right? It's still known as Persia. It's Ethiopia and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet. Goma being Turkey, and you've been seeing Turkey's relationship sour with NATO and the US, and warm to Russia. Right, further proof of these prophecies coming to pass. This is the house of Togarmah and the North Quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so you saw, would you call it, Iran being supplied with, no, you saw Syria and Turkey. I think Iran. I don't know if Iran's actually got S-400s. I believe I'll be surprised if they don't. But even still, if Israel were to start going in there, this prophecy has to be fulfilled. Russia will go, and they will, retaliate. Right, and that's gonna bring about, a stronger, a bigger war. Right, lead us on to our last scriptures, Joel 3, from verse 9 says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men." Is get back into that warrior mentality, get into that war, right? It says, "Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears." Right, so it divert all that money, from agriculture, and just straight just burn it on the military, burn it on the military. Because the thing is, you got to pay your military men for one, your bullets, your guns, your military vehicles, your missiles, all of that. That's costs money. So let the weak say I'm strong. You look at it, you got countries like India, Pakistan. They've now got nukes. Right, in what India and Pakistan, they just, for the most part, countries where you got herders, goat herders and shit. Right, says, "Assemble yourselves, come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Did the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh? Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat." Right, Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat, the valley of the Most High's judgment. Right, Yahweh Shaphat. Right. Says, "For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle." Hey man, the sickle, that's the sign of the USSR. Says, "For the harvesters reap. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great." Yeah, but hey, do I need to speak on the wickedness of this kingdom? It says, "Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision." Right, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their light. Right, so I might as well finish this first. Next two chapters. "The Lord Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake because of the nuclear missiles hitting it." When you read Isaiah, it talks about the earth reeling to and fro like a drunkard. Right, when all the missiles hitting it and shit. But the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Right, so all, the elect, they're gonna, be the hope. Yahweh's gonna be the hope of the elect, man. You read what you call the book of Revelation, it talks about how the elect, when these missiles are being dropped, will stand in the firmament in the sea of glass, right? Basically watching over the earth getting burnt up in the missiles whilst they're in the chariots. Watching it from above the ozone layer. Right, it says, "And the strength of the children of Israel." Right, because when you read that, it talks about, bring the heathen nations together to fight. Right, so shall you know that I am Yahweh, your God, dwelling in Zion. Right, Zion meaning monuments, is my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and they shall no stranger pass through her any more. Right, so like I said, I just wanted to bring that out with you, share that with you. Lord's all you've been edified, and with that, I'm going to say shalom.